Hey guys, this is Steve, the drummer of Bloodstained Tears, and about 2 years ago I did a video on our studio setup, and since then I have moved our studio up into my computer studio, which half the studio is comprised of my computers, which makes it easier for us to record. I can use the Mac Pro and do things like that to really produce the music, and we've been on hiatus for about 2 years. We're back and we're producing some new stuff and a newer sound, an edgier sound, and we're looking forward to doing it. But along with that comes, well, basically making some changes to our sound setup and growing with that. We've learned a lot from 2 years ago when we did some things. So I want to take you on a little tour of our studio and give you that aspect of it. So stay with us as we do that. Alright, so starting with back here, we have a mixing console which I use for my other things that I have with the studio. We have a Mac Pro, which is actually under there, which is running. It's 8-core. It's running basically everything here in this studio, as you guys know, those that watch my show. And I've got everything running into that board with two 26-inch monitors, which also have Logic Pro on it. And then coming over to here, we have in the studio, we have a Behringer mains. These are pretty awesome mains that we've got. I believe they are the VR 1220s, and they've got the horns and the 12-inch speakers in them. They're not powered, but they've got the speak-on cable, which connects to the amp, which I'll show you in a bit. Down here, which we used to use as our main amplifier, it's a 400-watt tube amp, which we're able to power this Hartke 410 bass amp, as you guys can see. Dave just has his cable stuck in the side there so he can grab it. But we don't use it during practice, and I'll explain why. But that's for when we're playing out shows. Really nice 400-watt bass amp, pretty killer. I like it. And in here, well, some changes that have been made. We've got in here the Alesis DM10 electric drum kit, which is using the DM10 brain, as you guys can see. I'm also using a Heil, one of their new scissor arms. You guys can check it out. It's the HB1 microphone boom. I really like it for back here. Stays out of my way. I'm also using for my backup vocals the Heil PR22 dynamic microphone, which I use back here in the corner. And if you notice, we've got some kind of foam here on the wall here behind the drums. You're saying, well, they're electric drums, why do you have acoustic foam in there? We're also doubling this corner as more so like a vocalist booth, so that the sound just gets trapped here. I still have to finish the rest of this side of the room, but for now it's good enough. I'll just kind of give you like a bird's eye view of the kit here. As you guys can see, there is the brain, and let's get under there. And I've got the snare, the two high toms, and then you've got the two floor toms. You've got a ride cymbal, crash cymbal, and then of course the other crash cymbal. And then you've got your kick. I do have a double bass pedal connected to it. Still trying to get that all worked out, but you know, we're on the right path. We also have a Behringer mixer, which is probably going to, not a mixer, but a amplifier here, which is probably going to be turning into a monitor for myself to be used here. This is a pretty awesome amp. I believe it's rated at about 400 watts. I'm not 100% sure. We've had it for quite a while, so I haven't really looked into it. My wife's keyboard here is a Casio, but it's a full 88 key keyboard, and it's a Previa, so it's not like the Casio keyboards that you guys get at the store that are really cheap. She is using a Heil PR40 vocal mic for in studio here. She'll be using a Shure SM58 out on the road when we're gigging and such. So, and we're using some Ultra stands as well. And for this, instead of like getting a brain, what we're doing is connecting it via MIDI to USB. Can't forget my geek side. So the USB comes over here and plugs into her MacBook Pro through the side, and then we have the output going to the mixer, which I'll show you in a bit, which is she's running MainStage from Logic from Apple on it to get all of her sounds from synths and all that other stuff from her keyboard. Now, so our mixer here we have in the studio here is a Behringer Zenith, and you guys can see, I'll zoom in here on the actual mixer. It's a 2442FX, and it has the ability to do 8-channel multi-track if you have an interface that you can connect to your computer, which is a big step up from where we were before, and being able to create some music and things like that. Next, we've actually upgraded, let me go down here, we've upgraded to some actual amplifiers to power our mains. The PV1500 from PV is a 750 watt per channel amplifier. They say it's rated at 3,000 watts, but realistically RMS it's about 750 per channel, and so it's a pretty intense amplifier. That's what they said at the store, but on the actual unit you can see it says 1,500 watts, which still is unrealistic. I would give it about 750 watts per channel per speaker, and it should be fine RMS. Down here we have also the Crown. Now this amplifier is the Crown XLS 402 and the letter D. This is going to power our monitors. So we have the Highland speakers. They've got two 12s in each, and they're going to be our mains that are going to be our monitors that are going to be powered by the Crown amplifier. So, which is really cool. We've got this nice little wooden rack that they sit in, which I also have a case that goes over top of that to protect it for when we're on the road. This crate used to be one of our, what we called our subs, and right now it's just working as a TV stand for in the studio, where we've got the PS2 hooked up with Guitar Hero. We've got to have that in the music studio for us to just kind of, we need to just kind of brain think and be brain dead for a little bit. Here's the other Behringer main. We just have it turned sideways right now because it's just easier, and I'm just going to kind of show you on the bottom. It has the spot where you can put a pole in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. And so what essentially it will do is on these PV subs, these are 18-inch subs. We've got one there and one there. They're rated at about I believe it's 800 watts per sub. And so they've got some bite to them, and they're very, very nice subs. And so they have a pole in it. So we have the pole in a bag out there where we can actually, instead of using trees or the tripods, we can stick the pole in the top of the sub and then in the bottom of the main, and then have that for the stage. Both use Speak-On cables, and it's got built-in crossover. These are powered subs. They're not just plain subs. We got them powered. It kind of saves us a little bit on carting yet another power amp. So we're getting geared up and ready to go for when we go out. My guitarist isn't here, so he doesn't have any of his gear here, or my bassist doesn't have his gear here, so we basically just have the gear that we have there. Now, moving over here, this is our bucket that has all of our swag in it, and our t-shirts and things for on the road. Over here we also have a Legion Sound 24-channel snake. Now if you guys remember last year we had a 12-channel snake. I got a really awesome deal on this and picked it up. And so we have a 100-foot snake here that's going to be powered when we're out there getting ready to do the show. Also, a new addition is we have lights, a lighting system, which what I thought was, you know, after watching some of the shows that we did, and even the show that we did that was kind of in the dark, I said, well, we need some stage lighting. These are LED. These are the T20F. I guess you can get them on musicianfriend.com and other places like that. And I didn't pay what they're asking for them. I got a really good deal from my friends over at Hubbard Music. And for those that don't know what they are, I'm just going to kind of turn it on here so you guys can kind of see. These will either go to the music, or they will, you can set it to a fast paced, a medium paced, a low paced. You can put a DMX controller in it. I prefer to just leave it on to play to the music. So it comes with a nice awesome tripod here that goes right to the floor, right down there. Pretty pretty sturdy. It also has the Elation T20 FC foot pedal, so you can put it on standby or chase. And we've got a bunch of microphones here, courtesy of MXL. MXL is one of the sponsors of the band. They're really awesome microphones, so we thank them for jumping on board. And also Hubbard Music, man. Hubbard Music in Hubbard, Ohio. These guys are awesome right there. We've all got t-shirts from Hubbard Music. They've been giving us like tremendous deals on all of our equipment and all of our gear. And so yeah. And so that, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Checking out the studio here, and I hope you enjoyed this little video, this little tutorial of things and how it works. And oh, I almost forgot. And some people probably wondering what kind of sticks I use. I use ProMark sticks, Zildjian cymbals on my acoustic set, which I still have the Pearl Export series. So when we play out, this is mainly just a studio kit. We're gonna leave it in here for recording. So everything else will be out there. If you want any more information, or if you want to book us, you can email us at booking@bloodstainedtears.com. Also check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/bloodstainedtearsmusic, and also our website at www.bloodstainedtears.com. We're on Twitter and YouTube at @BeStainedTears. So make sure you check it out, follow us, and subscribe. And hopefully we'll be having some music videos and some tunes coming your way very shortly. So, see ya.